So President Trump and Joe Biden chasing votes across Midwest battlegrounds. Biden says Democrats need to reestablish that blue wall. In 2016, President Trump was the first Republican to win Wisconsin since 1984. We'll see him in a moment. Next hour in Green Bay, I want to bring in Fox News Sunday anchor Chris Wallace. Good afternoon to you. We have arrived now at the final weekend. 4 days on the calendar. How do you see it today, Chris?
Well, first of all, this is not a normal final weekend because we've had this explosion of early votes, both mail-in and in person. 82 million people have already voted. My guess is by Election Day morning, it'll be close to 90 million. That's going to be over 2/3 of the total vote in the 2016 election. So, you know, those are votes that are already banked, and they aren't paying attention to what's happening on this final election weekend. But there will be tens of millions of people who do vote on Election Day. You're right. The key, as we always expected, is the upper Midwest and also Pennsylvania, Michigan, Wisconsin. Curious that both candidates are campaigning today in Minnesota. Minnesota has not voted for a Republican for president since Richard Nixon in his landslide victory in 1972. 11 straight times that Minnesota has gone for a Democrat. It's interesting, not so surprising, because Hillary Clinton only won by less than 2%, I think 1.5%. So it is interesting that the president would go there. Even more interesting that Joe Biden would feel the need to go there in these final days. But I think the key to this race are going to be Wisconsin, Michigan, and especially Pennsylvania. I'm not sure that either of these candidates can win 270 electoral votes in the presidency without a victory in Pennsylvania.
Yeah, well stated. Minnesota was 44,000 votes in 2016. Even the Reagan romp of '84 did not capture Minnesota, Mondale's home state. That I think will go over time and again into next week. And speaking of next week, I have charts and graphs on my desk trying to figure out among the battle states which states count ballots prior to Election Day, which states count ballots on Election Day, which states have extended deadlines after Election Day to count absentee ballots. It's going to be incumbent upon all of us to educate our viewers as we move through the night on Tuesday evening. What have you thought about that as this plays out in real time?
Well, it's going to dramatically affect. I have a power player on Sunday with the most important, with all due respect to you and me and Brett and Martha, the most important person at Fox News on election night. That's a fellow named Arnon Mishkin. Who is he? He is the head of the Fox News election decision team. And he and I went over this week, and it's going to be on Fox News Sunday as a power player, how they do it. And you're exactly right. Some states like Florida, they count the mail-in ballots first. Some states like Pennsylvania count the mail-in ballots last. So that's going to have a dramatic impact. You know, for instance, we assume, we have every reason to believe that the early voters and especially the mail-in voters are going to skew towards Biden. So in a state like Florida, if you see a big Biden lead early in the evening, that may just be that's the segment of the vote, while the day of voting is going to skew towards Trump. On the other hand, if in Pennsylvania you see a big margin for Trump early, that's not going to take into account the mail-in balloting, which will be counted last, and we may get late in the evening or not until the day or two or three after. So all of that is up for grabs, and you're exactly right. You have to know what the rules are in each state to know what that early count, early in the evening, whether that tends to favor one candidate or the other.
Yeah, it's tricky. Could be sticky. We'll find out together as we roll through it. Thank you, sir. See you on Sunday. Chris Wallace, the host of Fox News Sunday.